Hi, my name's Kirsty Wiseman. Today I'm just going to show you a few techniques with the Aquamarkers to use with a water brush like this to create a watercolour effect. Before you start though, you need to use a rubber stamp with stays on ink. The reason being is it's a solvent based ink pad, and that means that when you run your water brush over it, it's not going to make the ink run everywhere. You also need to use a heavyweight watercolour paper. This is a Bockingford 140 pound weight paper. If you to use a really thin cardstock or a normal piece of paper, simply running a brush like this loaded with water over it will create a buckle, and it will make your card uneven, and you'll just not fall in love with it basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch on her hair. I'm not going to colour the whole image in because I want to just show you my favourite techniques for using Aquamarkers. So what I will do is I will just start with the mocha colour, and I will flick some colour from her parting like so. I might also concentrate just on a few curls here to highlight them, like you would get natural tones in hair anyway. And then just using your water brush, which has a constant flow of water, is drag the colour away from the parting. And it should start to look like normal hair with its highlights and tones. And just drag the colour down and into the hair colour. If your brush is starting to flood a little bit, it's always worth just touching it on a piece of kitchen roll to soak up some of the excess water. And then start lifting the colour out of your concentrated areas. Feed it back into the hair. And let it start to look like normal hair now. I'm starting to lift the excess water out. And we'll leave that for now, because once that's dried, I'm going to apply a darker colour on top there. With skin tone, my favourite colour Aquamarker is actually Deco Peach, but I'll show you how dark that is on cardstock. That is far too dark for skin colouring. So what I like to do is I like to use a glass tile. I'll see if I can get that in shot. A glass tile here, and just colour on there. And then all you need to do is water the colour down with your water brush, and you will see how translucent it becomes onto your cardstock. Now I actually want that a little bit paler than that, so I'm going to add some more water, and now I'm going to work it on her skin, and you will see the very palest rose shade for her skin. If you want to make it darker, obviously concentrate some more colour on your glass tile, which I will do to create natural shading. So I'll just add some more colour on my tile. Just a spot will do. Pick it up with my water brush and run it underneath her hairline just to darken it. I'll spot it, seeing as we've already flooded her face with water. And I'll go down the side of her face. So that's how I will do my skin tone. And then, just for argument's sake, I'm going to use a blue on her dress. And I'm just going to dash the colour underneath where I think the shading would occur naturally. Got the top of her dress here. Also, I like to colour in on the creases because that's where shadows would occur anyway. I might just do some touches of colour down the bottom of her dress here and at the top there. Then I'm going to take my water brush and just start dragging the colour down into her dress to create a beautiful watercolour effect that I haven't had to pay lots of money for from the art shop, for tubes of colours that are so plentiful I wouldn't know where to start. The beauty about Aquamarkers is there's only 40, however you can mix and match the colours to create different tones and hues and shades. So I'm picking up all these colours, dragging them down, concentrating on the creases, and then swirling the colours that I touched at the bottom here. And the same at the top of her dress. And see the beautiful watercolour effects that that's created just with one colour pen. Just drag some more of that colour down. Now I'm going to add a little darker colour to the top of her hair. Just spots and touches. And again on her curls, just little touches here and there to add natural highlights and shades, and run my brush over it. As you know, hair isn't all one colour, especially when the sun is shining it or if you're in the shade. It does create a mass of different shades and tones. And basically that is my basic techniques for watercolouring with your Aquamarkers. So they're available on the Letraset website now in packs of 12 or single colours, and start your new obsession with Aquamarkers. Thank you.